Water. That is the drink I am trying today. Now, this is a hashtag AB for water, if there's really a drinking company called AB. Oops. But this is an advertisement for showing us just to drink how much good water is. And I wanted to share it all with you all. Ignore that cough. I wanted to share it all with you because I think this is a great drinking product. Why is water so good for you? Well, it does a lot of things for you. Off the top of my head, it clears your body, keeps you nice and hydrated. What do I mean when it clears your body? It purifies your body of all the toxic stuff and also helps you live, which I think it's great, don't you? Michael, what are you doing over there? Come over here, Michael. Come over here into view. I'm having to look for him because he's not sure how water is. Even though he's a little turtle, he's not a fan of it. I don't know why. I don't know why he doesn't like water. It's needed for life. And if you were to look at him, you would know that he likes to drink orange things like orange juice or even another bubbly drink that's orange. Think of any pop or soda or fizzy drink that has the color orange on it. He loves it. But that to say, this water is great. Even though you catch me coughing, that doesn't mean anything bad about water. If anything, it's telling me that I need to drink more because my body is dehydrated and it needs the required nutrients that you get from water, in this case, H2O. Now, I figured to help sell this water product to you, we can take a look at some of these facts that I found online. Like here from EPA.gov. Water facts of life. Ride the water cycle with these fun facts. There is the same amount of water on Earth as there was when the Earth was formed. Who would have guessed? I wouldn't. The water from your faucet could contain molecules that dinosaurs drank. See this? This could have been the water that dinosaurs drank. Man, I hope so. I wouldn't mind having some dino DNA in my blood. Water is composed of two elements, hydrogen and oxygen. 2 hydrogen plus 1 oxygen equal H2O. H2O. Who would have known it's H2O? Nearly 97% of the world's water is salty or otherwise undrinkable. Ooh. See? Not all water is nice water. Some of it can be very bitter and salty, which is why it's undrinkable. You don't want that negative energy in you, because the more negative energy you drink, the more of a salty person you become. Or a salty attitude, at least, and a salty body. You can't really live with a really high salty body. Another 2% is locked in ice caps and glaciers. Well, that's going to probably change at the end of this decade, sadly. That leaves just 1% of all humanity needs. All its agriculture, residential, manufacturing, community, and personal needs. We definitely need it for agriculture and personal needs. Right? Residential needs too. Community? Manufacturing? I could see it beneficial there. Water regulates Earth's temperature. It also regulates the temperature of the human body, carries nutrition and oxygen to cells, cushions joints, protects organs and tissues, and removes waste. See? The facts that I was just spewing at earlier wasn't all just lies or just made up off the top of my head. It's all also on this website. 75% of human's brain is water, and 75% of the living tree is water. So our brain has as much water as a living tree does. You know what that means? If you're dehydrated, you have less than 75% in your brain. Probably less than 50. Although, that probably means you're dead. Just thinking off of that notion. Probably could be applied to a tree as well. So your brain is equivalent to a tree. A person can live about a month without food, but only a week without water. See? We need to have some sort of high quality drink in our life. You can't get anything that's better quality than H2O, water. Water is a part of the deeply interconnected system. What we pour on the ground ends up in our water, and what we spew into the sky ends up in our water. It's all about the circle. The cycle, the water cycle. Let's ride the water cycle. Learn more about these fun facts. The average total home water use for each person in the US is about 50 gallons a day. I know I spent most of the 50 gallons that I use in a day drinking it. The average cost of water supplies to a home in the US is about $2 for 1,000 gallons, which is equivalent to 5 gallons for a penny, which is a lot. How much is that in metrics? In the metric system? I don't know, because I don't know the equivalent, the exchange rate for a gallon to liters. Let's actually take a look at that. 1 gallon to liters. So 1 gallon is 3.7 liters. I think I need to drink some water. That was good water from another bottle. Alright, so we said we go through 50 a day, which is about 190 liters. That's a lot. And then 1,000, which is 3,700 liters, or kiloliters, which you don't really see kiloliters. Kiloliters. Water expands by 9% when it freezes. Frozen water, ice, which is another name for frozen water, is lighter than water, which is why ice floats in water, which is why frozen water floats in water. Who would have guessed that? I wouldn't know. I'm just a person who likes drinking water. And that is the EPA's Water's Facts of Life. Ride the water circle with these fun facts. I don't know when they last updated it, as shown here, 2016. Yeah, so about six years from when we did this. Let's take a look at other facts about water. Let's see, water numbers. Some water's physical properties weighs 62.416 pounds cubic feet at 32 Celsius, which is 32 Fahrenheit, which is 0 Celsius, and 1,000 kilograms cubic centimeter. Okay, is this the same? 1,000. Let's just look this up. 2 pounds Oh, it is. Who would have guessed? Excuse me. So these are equivalent. Who would have guessed? I probably would have known if I'm more familiar with my exchange rates between the metric and the imperial. Let's see, 62 pounds per cubic feet at 100 Fahrenheit, 1 kilogram. Oh, here we go. 8.33 gallons. Oh, I don't know why I keep coughing. I know it's not because of this water. It's high quality. It's probably because something else. We'll continue on. 1 gram per cubic centimeters at 43.2 Fahrenheit, which is equivalent to... No, it's not. So this is at 39.42 Fahrenheit. And then going up to the boiling point, which is 2.212 Fahrenheit, the density decreases to 0.95865 grams cc's, cubic centimeters. Yes. Man, we are getting a lot of number facts spewed at us. Water also. Some water volume comparisons. Right, 1 gallon equals 4 quarts, 8 pints, 128 fluid ounces equals a 3.7 liters. 3.78 liters. I should probably try to remember this. Am I going to? Probably not. Although I think one way to kind of help remember this is quarts to liters. Liquid quarts. Just to make one. Just keep this. Yeah. 1 quart is just about equal to 1 liter. A little bit less, but let's see if I remember that. 1 liter is equal to... Okay, well, that's just what I was spewing out. This is so stupid. 1 gallon is equal to 4 quarts and 8 pints. This is why I'm not a fan of the imperial system. 1 million gallons is equal to 3.069 acres feet equals to 133,685.64 cubic feet. Flow rates. 1 cubic foot per second is equal to 449 gallons per minute equals to 0.646 million gallons per day equals to 1.98 acres feet per day. Gotta love these water numbers. Water is called the universal solvent because, well, water facts. Water is called the universal solvent because it dissolves more substance than any other liquid, which means that whenever water goes either through the ground or through our body, it takes along valuable chemicals, minerals, and nutrients. Pure water has a neutral pH of 7, which is not really neutral if you know how pH works, which is neither acidic, less than 7, nor basic, greater than 7. That's not true. Water is considered acidic because it does give away. It does do a little bit, tiny itty bitty, like a really bit of acidic stuff. The only reason we say it's neutral is because water is what we're using as our base to determine whether stuff be either acidic or basic. They don't really say that here, but it's true. Especially if you go for like tap water, it's a little bit more, I forget if it's a little bit more basic or acidic. I believe it's more acidic. No, basic? I think it's basic because of the lead or like the minerals that you have inside of your drinking tap water. Don't quote me on that, I don't remember. I think it's like 7.14. No, it should be more acidic, so it should be like 6 point something, 6.96. I think. I'm somewhere close. The water molecule is highly corrosive. It is very sticky, meaning water molecules stick to each other. Water is the most cohesive. Gotta say corrosive? Cohesive. It's very sticky, meaning water molecules stick to each other. Water is the most cohesive among the non-metallic liquids. Ooh. Water molecules are also adhesive in that they stick to other surfaces. Both cohesive and adhesive make water molecules very sticky. Wow. Is that what makes it wet? Is that water's sticky? Is water being sticky equivalent to being wet? So in this case, when I'm saying this water is sticky, is it equivalent to me saying this water is wet? Pure water, which you won't ever find in the natural environment, does not conduct electricity. True that. Water becomes a conductor once it starts dissolving substance around it. Like salt and other stuff. Water has a high heat index. It absorbs a lot of heat before it begins to get hot, which is why water is valuable to industries and in your car's radiator as a coolant. The high heat index of water also helps regulate the rate at which air changes temperature, which is why temperature changes between seasons is gradual rather than sudden, especially near the oceans. If you ever noticed that you live by the lake too, like a great lake or like a giant lake, you notice that whenever you have like a drastic change in weather, it's usually the opposite. So in this case, like if you're living by a lake and it's like very cold, and it's like a little bit further from the lake, it's like 0 degrees Celsius. If you get closer to the lake, you usually get warmer effects, so closer to like maybe 1 or 2. That's because like the water is also kind of like adding heat to the environment, which you wouldn't usually think of. Really opposite thinking there. Water has a very high surface tension. In other words, water is sticky and elastic and tends to clump together in drops rather than spread out in a thin film, like rubbing alcohol. Surface tension is responsible for capillary action, which allows water and its dissolved substance to move through the roots of plants and through the tiny blood vessels of our body. So in other words, think of a paper towel, you know, when you put it on top of like a water source. So in this case, if you take a paper towel and you put it on top of a droplet, it just goes directly into the water. Well, I mean, those paper towels are designed to be like that, but it also depends on like, you know, the liquid that you have. If you were to notice, water goes into the paper towel pretty well, whereas the other substance like oil or stuff that's like not water takes a little bit longer to go into the paper towel. Air pressure affects the boiling point of water, right? Which is why it takes longer to boil an egg at Denver, Colorado, than at the beach. The higher the altitude, the lower the air pressure, the lower the boiling point of water, and thus the longer it time to hard boil an egg. At sea level, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius or 212 Fahrenheit, while at 5,000 feet, water boils at 202.9 Fahrenheit or 94.9 Celsius. Wow. So that's water. specifically Earth water. Let's see what we have for facts at the UN. This is not what I expected. I just kind of clicked on the website and was like, oh, let's see what we get from the UN. Water and sanitation flows through every aspect of sustainable development. Access to these essential services are human rights. As a well-managed water cycle is critical to human society and the integrity of the natural environment. True, true. These pages outline some of the key water-related issues. Climate change makes sense. Disasters make sense, especially storms. Oh, let me drink some more water. I keep coughing. Let me also change up the music here. There we go. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Let's see, what else? What else we got here? Ecosystems, financing. I don't know you could use water as money, but it makes sense, especially in a post-apocalyptic society. Water also has something to do with gender. I didn't know water has gender. Washing and hand washing and hand hygiene makes sense. Human rights. Water does have human rights benefits, as we just read, or needs. Quality and water, wastewater. That's a whole nother can to worry about, but not this time because we're sponsoring water that you can drink. Scarcity. Water is quite scarce in other regions of the world, but I know there are some technologies out there that are helping with that issue. Some that are very fascinating, involving a metallic sponge in particular, is one that I know that can be beneficial. Transboundary waters. I don't know what that means. I didn't know waters had boundaries in the first place, like national boundaries. Urbanization. Okay. Maybe living on water. I could click on these articles, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave that for you to figure out on your own. Right, Michael? Wash. We just kind of went over that with hygiene. Water, food, and energy. Makes sense. Alright, so this is just some of the stuff that you can find at UNWater, or the UN water website. Let's see the summary. I didn't really look at the summary. Access to water and sanitation is a human right. Oops. A well-managed water cycle underpins progress across the 2030 agenda for sustainable development, particularly in relations to hunger, gender, excuse me for that, equity, health, education, livelihoods, sustainability, and ecosystems. Water is also at the heart of adaptation to climate change, serving as a critical link between climate systems, human societies, and the environment. Without proper water governance, there is likely to be increased competition for water between sectors and escalation of water crises of various kinds, triggering emergencies in a range of water-dependent sectors. The physical world of water is closely bound up with a socio-political the physical world of water is closely bound up with the socio-political world, with water often a key factor in managing risks such as famine, epidemic, inequalities, and political instability. Political instability. Oh, well, that's what we have for the UN. Let's see, these are some other water facts. Let's see what YouTube has for water facts. Oh, here we go. Science for kids. I don't want to see that. Ugh. YouTube water facts. Let's do. Let's just go to YouTube. Give me YouTube. Most viewed. Free training? No. Facts by Kevin Gates. I don't see anything related to water in this. Maybe Atlantic. Well, just the word Atlantic, really, not water. Ugh, I don't want to deal with Ryan, nor his world. Got more facts from Jada Young Gun. Minecraft parkour is crazy. Facts. I'm seeing a lot of stuff with facts. Ooh, let's do Ted. What would happen if you didn't drink water? That makes sense. You need to drink water. Let's find out if you don't. What happens if you don't drink water? After this ad, who would have guessed? I forgot about that. Let me just blow my nose. Real quick, break time. Break time back. Let's go back up, skip you, pause you, unmute you, raise the volume.
Water is virtually everywhere.
Let's see if we get yelled at by YouTube.
From moisture and ice caps to the cells inside our own bodies. Depending on factors like location, fat index, age, and sex, the average human is between 55 and 60% water. At birth, human babies are even wetter. Being 75% water, they are similar to fish. But their water content drops to 65% by their first birthday.
What?
Water play in
that sounds dangerous.
How much do we actually need to drink to stay healthy? The H2O in our bodies works to cushion and lubricate joints, regulate temperature, and to nourish the brain and spinal cord.
I didn't know about the water thing as a baby.
Water isn't only in our blood. Its brain and heart are almost 3/4 water.
What?
Equivalent to the amount of moisture in a banana.
What? We have the same moisture as a banana. Banana!
More similar to an apple at 83%, and even seemingly dry human bones are 31% water.
Wow.
Essentially made of water and surrounded by water. Why do we still need to drink so much? Well, each day we lose 2 to 3 liters through our sweat, urine, and bowel movements, and even from breathing. While these
that makes sense. Breathing. A lot of water escapes from us. Let alone we're doing a lot of stuff in the toilet or the bathroom, wherever you have in where you live, especially if you clean your butt with a bidet.
These functions are essential to our survival. We need to compensate for the fluid loss. Maintaining a balanced water level is essential to avoid dehydration and overhydration, both of which
don't overhydrate.
have devastating effects on overall health.
Everything in moderation. You wouldn't think that you could get water poisoning, but I believe you definitely can get water poisoning if you drink a lot of water. I know there's been a case where somebody has died from overhydration from drinking a lot of water, but I've also heard stories that you can also get water poisoning from drinking water through your booty.
At first detection of low water levels, Sensory receptors in the brain's hypothalamus signal the release of antidiuretic hormone. When it reaches the kidneys, it creates aquaporins, special channels that enable blood to absorb and retain more water, leading to concentrated dark urine. Increased dehydration can cause notable drops in.
So that's why you gotta have yellow pee if you don't drink enough water. But if you drink a lot of water, you have clear urine. Who would have guessed?
Energy, mood, skin moisture, and blood pressure, as well.
Hold on. Mood? I mean, it makes sense. Mood, right? Does that mean... So you know how you could get hangry? Do you think you could get thirsty, angry? Angry?
That enable blood to absorb and retain more water, leading to concentrated.
Turkey?
Increased dehydration can cause notable drops in energy, mood, skin moisture, and blood pressure.
Moisture in your skin, too. Remember that.
As well as signs of cognitive impairment. A dehydrated brain works harder to accomplish the same amount as a normal brain.
So that's why when you do your studies, you need to drink lots of water. Not just working out, but also when you're working out your mind.
And it even temporarily shrinks because of its lack of water.
Tiny brain gets no gains. Big brain does get gains.
Overhydration, or hyponatremia, is usually caused by overconsumption of water in a short amount of time. Athletes are often the victims of overhydration because of complications in regulating water levels in extreme physical conditions.
I mean, that makes sense because they, especially with how water is advertised to athletes or people that do a lot of sports things to, you know, keep hydrated, drink energy drinks, drink all this. In reality, it's like, you know, just drink when your body tells you you're thirsty. I know a lot of water is good for you, but, you know, everything in moderation.
Whereas the dehydrated brain amps up the production of antidiuretic hormone, the overhydrated brain slows or even stops releasing it into the blood. Sodium electrolytes in the body become diluted, causing cells to swell. In severe cases, the kidneys can't keep up with the resulting volumes of dilute urine. Water intoxication then occurs, possibly causing headache, vomiting, and in rare instances, seizures or death. It's a pretty extreme situation.
Just like the Wicked Witch in the West. From the West. You got water splashed on her. She overhydrated, which is why she turned into water.
On a normal day-to-day basis, maintaining a well-hydrated system is easy to manage for those of us fortunate enough to have access to clean drinking water. For a long time, conventional wisdom said that we should drink 8 glasses a day. That estimate has since been fine-tuned. Now, the consensus is that the amount of water we need to imbibe depends largely on our weight and environment.
Okay. I don't think this is something that I knew. I knew about, like, you have to drink 8 cups of water a day. 8 cups. Or like a I think 2 liters a day. Because your body processes that. Or no, I think maybe 4 liters. Because I think they said drink a gallon of water a day. And I think we just found out that a gallon of water is equivalent to about 4 liters.
The recommended daily intake varies from between 2.5 to 3.7 liters of water for men and about 2 to 2.7 liters for women.
I don't think I knew this.
It is pushed up or down if we are healthy, active, old, or overheating. While water is the healthiest hydrator, other beverages, even those with caffeine like coffee or tea, replenish fluids as well. And water within food makes up about 1/5 of our daily H2O intake. Fruits and vegetables like strawberries, cucumbers, and even broccoli are over 90% water and can supplement liquid intake while providing valuable nutrients.
Wait, really?
Are over 90% water and can supplement liquid intake while providing valuable nutrients and fiber.
I don't think I knew that.
Well, might also have various long-term benefits. Studies have shown that optimal hydration can lower the chance of stroke, help manage diabetes, and potentially reduce the risk of certain types of cancer. No matter what, getting the right amount of liquid makes a world of difference in how you'll feel, think, and function day to day.
So water good. Water be good. Water be good. Water be good. Water be good. And with that, I think we're going to end this off here. This is our sponsored stream for water. Now everybody go and have a nice cup if you can. Absorb it any ways that you can. And enjoy it. Don't overdo it and don't underdo it. Do it at a moderate rate. So yeah. I hope you all enjoy water and have a nice rest of your day today. Bye-bye. Oops, mic bump. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Enjoy your water. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.